Okay, testing. I should be live. That's cool. Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. I want to make this as quick and dirty as possible because I am absolutely not prepared. But let's do it anyway. Okay. I want to give a quick instruction on how to mod 140 so that you come from something like this. Which, oh, Kevio, thank you so much for the host. Something like this to something like this. Okay. Which is... oh, nice. So this is my yellow, which is the meme version of 140, which I did. It's very fun and very nice. Oh, I haven't... I really like it that the music literally just changes in pitch. So today I learned something. I can order at McDonald's that costs $2.37. That is both at the same time amazing and not amazing. I'm not much of a fan of McDonald's, but if you like to order there and have an order for $2.37, and if you order that at 13:37 of the day, you would have the most lead Z meal. All right, where's my screen? I've got so many scenes in OBS. No. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Hang on, this is what I want to do. Okay, yeah, so we want to take a look at that sandwich. We want to look at how you can get this Mimi 140 stuff or whatever. So who is I'm using a program. It's called there are several programs, and the one that I use is called oh no, that was the wrong folder. Hang on, programs. I don't know if you can actually read this, but I use the Unity Asset Explorer version 1.5. So here we go. I open this guy up, and this version is strangely not super easy to find on the internet. I don't know why, but if you know how to use Google, you are able to find it. This version, I use it. There are several different Unity asset editors out there. I use this one because that one worked best for me for this project. I haven't tried all of them, so maybe there is a newer one which works on especially new Unity games. But the thing is, I couldn't open asset files of Thoth, so unfortunately the Thoth meme version will have to wait a bit until a Unity asset editor comes out that is able to handle this. Also, my camera is blinking a lot. I'm sorry for the bad camera quality, whatever. All right, so let's open an asset file. I don't know which is the correct data. I think I am in... yeah, okay, I'm in the actual real 140 thing right now. Here's the thing how this program works. I can go here in the shared assets 0.assets, and here it is, everything that I have. Files. Camera, how are you? Okay. Type. If I sort them by type, I see their audio clips up here. For example, if I want to have that thing here, it's called titlestart.og. OGG is an audio format, a compressed audio format that, opposed to MP3, is open. So there are no fees you have to pay to use MP3, to use OGG in your games as opposed to MP3. And I can go and extract this file. Done. Nice. And now you see in the same folder where the Unity Asset Explorer access sits, there is now the shared assets 0 as a folder. And inside there is the extracted.ogg audio file. And I can't hear because foobar is silent. Cool. All right, this is nice. So I have this little sound in here, which is when we start the game. This now should, my PC should lag, but this is what we hear if we start the game. Cool. All right, so now I want to replace that. I have the extracted thing here. I am going to, the question is, am I going to make this very simple or very complicated? I don't know. I'm going to use my programs right now, but if you want to use Audacity, that will also work, so it doesn't really matter. Let me just this project in here. Yeah, I want to have a, let's put a nice, whoops, okay. You won't be able to hear anything because I need the Voxengo recorder. Hang on, you can hear what I'm doing in here. If I send this to, whoop, oh, MME, yep, okay. And now if I put on this guy, I can't hear anything myself. Can't think myself either. What is going on? Oh. Of course I can't hear anything because my headphones are plugged in. Whatever. How are we going to solve this? Hang on. Improvising. I'm using the ASIO driver here. Okay. I should be... Yeah, now I hear something with an extremely horrible delay, but whatever. Okay, so I'm just, I don't know, let's put a pad in here. What is this? That sounds cool. Let's just create a MIDI file. Actually, what we're going to do is we are also importing this OGG file into the session. And that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know. This is now the MIDI file. It's now synced up exactly as long as the other one, and I'm going to quickly nice artifacts. My processor is already at its limit apparently. Nice, this is clipping as funk, whatever, but we could now export this. Okay, this should now be as long as the... Hang on, this is the original, and this is my file. Okay, so I want to have the weird synth up there as opposed to my original start.ogg. So what I can do here is now I want to render this, and of course I need it as an ogg vorbis. And this is where the magic happens. This is getting a bit of fiddly. We need the ogg file that we're about to extract to have the exact same size to the byte as this original file here. So how big is this actually? It's 342,630 bytes. So I want to have the quality of this, that the size is as close as possible to the original. There's not too much information in there. I think I can have I would just let the leave the I will render this to desktop. I will leave the quality to 0.5, and I want this title minus start, test of the same name. Okay, I want to master mix, and I know I want just the time selection. Thank you. And render this org to desktop and render one file. And typically I'm not used to the. Yes, I'm overwriting this. I'm not used to the shortcuts. To all of the shortcuts here, but so you can use whatever audio program you want. I'm using Reaper here because I make all my audio editing in Reaper nowadays. But Audacity also works. However, Audacity is not able to. It's only able to change the quality of Ogg Vorbis files in 0.1 steps. Okay, so what I want to have titlestart.org is here. Yeah, there we go. This is the file. How large is the file? It is 333,254 bytes. How much is this? Okay, it's smaller. It's quite a bunch smaller, to be precise. So now I could go ahead. I will not do this now, but what I could do was render this again and make the quality from 0.5 to 0.58 or something. What I did in the process when I made the meme modification was that I went as close as possible to the actual size of the original file, but smaller. So I never went above it, but just had it smaller than the original. I'm not going to do this now because this will work anyway. I'm not going to save this. Okay, now what I want to do is I check the size of this here, and I check the size of this here, and now I open up the calculator. Whoops, and okay, here's the file size of this guy. This is I don't need this to be standard, is perfectly fine. 340-2630. Don't get confused by the German point here, because that basically is just the sign we used to have the how do you say the digits for the thousands separated. Minus the other size is 333,254. Okay, this is the difference. We need to add 9,376 bytes to the new file. What are we going to do here? This is the new file, and we open this up in a hex editor. Nice. This is what the file looks in hex. I'm going in here. Now I'm going to, I don't know what it says in English, but in German it says, hang on, let's, this is file, and this is, I don't know what is the next register card in English. There's the option insert bytes, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to decimal, because if you go to hex, you will be wondering, why is my file not why is the file size not working as a byte? So because you're entering a value in hex as opposed to decimal, so the value will be much larger than in decimal. Hex values is actually, it can, I worked with zeros, it worked all the time, but I'm just going to do this. Also, the first time you will do this, the program, well, I use this hex editor, you can use whatever you like. It will give the warning, this will change the file size. Will you really want to do this? And yes, of course I want to do this, because this is exactly what I'm trying to do here. So we want to add, 9,376, 9376. Okay, let's do this. And whoop, these are the new So you see all the red zeros here. These are the 9,000 and something bytes that I just inserted. Now let's save this and close the hex file, and now check properties of this file. Check it. 342630, 342630 bytes. The bytes are exactly the same. Good, and it still opens up. This is such a stupid whatever, but I didn't even care. So foobar has the strange property of now interpreting the new bytes as a corrupt OGG file, but you can, in my experience, you could perfectly ignore this. It will work in the game won't crash, it will work perfectly fine. Also, this will not only work with audio files. Well, the replacement will not only work with audio files, but I'm not sure about the change in size, if you can do the same with the graphics and other things. Perhaps. I am not a guru on that. You will have to try it for yourself. I basically knew nothing about anything here, and I just learned it by trial and error. Okay, so what I want to do now is, first of all, I want to go in there and back up the shared assets thing. I have to go into Programs, Unity Asset Explorer 1.5. Open the shared assets 0 again. All right, type audio. Title start.org. This is what we want to replace. So to do this, you realize that when I exported the shared assets, it ended up in this folder, shared assets 0. That was just a subfolder of where the Unity Assets Explorer is located on your machine. So what I want to do now here is go into that folder, and we can delete this. We don't need this anymore. Insert the new file that we just created. This guy. Also, I can disable this output. And now, oops, I hate this feature of Windows 10, to be honest. Can you disable this? And now I'm going to here and click, right click. Import this file from original format. Now I click this and it says done! Exclamation mark. Because it has found the original file in here. Now let's save as assets file, and I can just click this and I want to overwrite. Yes, I want to replace this. Done. This overwrite process and replacement works on version 1.5, on version 1.3, which is more common to find on the internet. It doesn't work. This is why I use 1.5. But as I said, you can find this with a bit of Googling. I can close this now, and now if I start 140, let's see what happens. Well, of course it only starts as long. Let's start this in windowed mode and do this in potato toaster quality. And let's make the window glitch happen. Yeah, there we go. And this now plays in the original Unity game. This is pretty much what I did to replace the files. It will work with all kinds of files, because I think Unity checks if the asset files are not corrupt or whatever. It only works if the files have the exact same file size to the byte. So it needs to be just exactly as large. But it doesn't matter how long the audio file is. There, for example, for Boss 2, I loaded in the Epic Sax guy as a joke, and there I just had a loop that was twice the length of the original, but so, well, I had to reduce the quality, but I think it still sounded fine. But it just looped fine, and yeah, whatever. So there it is. This is practically all you need to know to get your own juicy 140 mods or other Unity game mods going. So if you want to do something like this, and also I have to delete that and make that the original. I hope everybody learned something out of this.